Well, hello everyone! Kumusta? Mabuhay, magandang gabi, and maligayang pagbabalik sa Music Game News. Ako po si Ovela. I am your host, Ovela, and today we will be reacting to a video that talks about the MARCOS gold. And I've had this video in my vault for a very long time, but I never really felt like reacting to it until today, because I've been reacting to videos that talk about the MARCOS family and Enrile, right? So I thought today was the perfect day to learn more about their gold, you know? So let me read you the title. The title reads, MARCOS gold can save the world $987 billion. Kaboom, right? And million tons of gold in the Philippines. That is the title, and it's very intriguing. So before we start, please consider following me on Instagram at Music Game News. And without further ado, let's get to it.
Assets, it's gold. It's more gold than people know about. It's over 1 million metric tons of gold.
1 million metric tons.
The MARCOSes, I will not name the spokesman. They'll open everything.
To help me implement the last will and testament.
That's Ferdinand Marcos's wife, right? So Bongbong Marcos's mother, I think.
Of the late President Marcos.
But it shows deposits in the name of Ferdinand Marcos in a bank in Brussels, and it's for $987 billion.
Did he say million or billion dollars?
It's for $987 billion.
Billion dollars. Oh my God.
Just to show you the bill of lading, how much is
$240 million. Oh my goodness. Is it million? Billion?
billion?
Billion? 240 billion?
Is it million or billion? Billion? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. That's insane. Ill-gotten or not, a fraction of that wealth can change the course of our country. They forgot the L in wealth. See, when you make mistakes like that, I can't take you seriously. Now, you know, I'm questioning the entire video.
Just in this room alone, could you talk us through some of the paintings? Who's
The Madonna.
the Madonna? Who's that artist?
That is a Michelangelo Madonna.
This is a Michelangelo.
Michelangelo Madonna.
And this one?
That's a Pizarro.
Pizarro. And then over here, this is a Picasso.
Yeah.
Picasso, oh my gosh, seriously?
This is a Gauguin.
That's a Gauguin.
Yeah.
Gauguin. Mm-hmm.
How did you manage to get so many extraordinary, lovely things?
Well, my husband was the lawyer of gold mines and also a gold trader. And he loved gold so much. He would always tell me, sweetheart, he said, it's hard to earn money honestly and properly, but harder still to spend money properly. You be the one to spend. And then I said, why? And then he said to me, because all you buy is beauty.
It sounds like a perfect relationship then. He earned the money.
Yes.
And you spent it.
Spent it, right? And I just did not leave it in gold.
But a lot of people say that he did not earn all that gold and money.
I bought paintings, beautiful jewelry, beautiful silver, anything beautiful.
But when President Marcos was acquiring all this money and giving it to you to spend, did you think it was his money, or did you look on it as money, the money of the Philippines people?
Oh, I knew it was his money because I saw this gold already in his home.
You were rich even before you became
He was rich.
leaders of the country.
He was rich. Oh, definitely.
And that
okay.
has always been Imelda's line.
So the wife is saying that Ferdinand Marcos was rich before becoming president, meaning that he didn't steal from the country.
Thank you. Her husband, Ferdinand Marcos, was a staggeringly successful investor in gold who made billions.
Manila Polo Club over there.
We didn't use the Filipino treasury as our own personal cash machine. And if you think we did, prove it. And so far, despite hundreds of court cases, no one really has. I would be remiss if I didn't ask you about your shoes.
They found no skeletons in my closet. They found beautiful shoes made in the Philippines.
At nearly 80 years old, Imelda is back. Loud, proud, and beautifully shod.
Mothering the rising spirit.
She does appear to be genuinely popular with some Filipinos. The Philippines government has seized more than £400 million from accounts in Switzerland. But the puzzle of her remaining riches is locked up in bewildering legal cases and contested documents.
Let's look at this.
Did he say that most of her money is locked because of legal cases?
This is an envelope with Belgium on the front of it. The mysteries, what could this be? So this is some sort of treasury certificate. It's slightly fuzzy.
No, you don't anymore because this is dangerous already. No, look.
She does not want the cameraman to actually see the document.
If only I had a photographic memory, I could tell you what it was. But it's alright. We can't show you.
See? She's...
But it shows deposits in the name of Ferdinand Marcos in a bank in Brussels, and it's for 987 billion dollars. 900. Can we show the camera?
Oh, she snatched it from him. $987 billion. But I'm guessing that she does not have access to that money because of legality, right? So technically, it's not her money if she can't use it or spend it.
You know,
Such a huge sum surely can't be genuine. But with Imelda, who knows? Like armies of lawyers, I failed to unravel the mystery of Imelda's billions.
this is shallow waters.
But I did get a very interesting and very long presentation on her plans to end poverty and build a tunnel through the Philippines that would solve the world's trade problems.
Huh. I wonder when this documentary was filmed. Does she want to become president of the Philippines eventually? Because if she has plans to end poverty in the country, then maybe she does intend to become president.
We are
Kami ang ninakawan, First Lady Imelda Marcos during Powerhouse interview with Mel Tiangco.
not the thieves. These are the people. No, this will save the world. This is the reason why I want to survive. And it's not for me anymore. With the whole press saying we are magnanakaw, we are the magnanakaw, kami ang ninakawan. We are the one who took it. Marcos suffered so much for this.
Assets, it's gold. It's more gold than people know about. It's over 1 million metric tons of gold. And the World Bank and the IMF have a special role to play, making sure that that money is spent to the benefit of humanity.
So where's the gold? A lot of people, some people believe that the gold in Fort Knox has disappeared. That's been in question for many years. Congressmen have attempted to get an audit of the gold in Fort Knox.
Where is Fort Knox located?
So 1 million metric tons of gold is not something you can just hide. Where would
Right.
you say that that gold is being stored?
400,000 metric tons are in the Central Bank of the Philippines. There's over 200,000 metric tons in Union Bank of Switzerland. And some of that gold is buried securely in the Philippines as well. Some of it is held in various banks, but the bulk of it is in the Philippines.
Is that really true? I mean, how does she know that? Where's the proof?
A special trust that contains just about all of the world's gold. It was established by Ferdinand Marcos. This gold, people want to know what the gold is. It's
You're referring to the president of the Philippines, of the former president of the Philippines who died in '89, correct?
That's correct. That's who, except, it's not clear about the exact date of his death because he had a cousin who, he was removed. He was removed by the CIA. It was not by a popular uprising. You know how the CIA stages these.
Really? So he wasn't ousted by the people. That's what she's claiming. She's claiming that it's actually the CIA, that's the US that removed Ferdinand Marcos from power and put the lady Aquino. I forgot her name, but yeah. Because that didn't make any sense to me. You guys actually answered me in the comment section and you told me that she was not elected by the people, right? So maybe the US, had something to do with all of this. I wouldn't be surprised.
These things. And he was sent off to Hawaii, but he had expected that this was going to happen and he had gotten his cousin to stand in for him. So it was his cousin that was in Hawaii. Captive. Yeah. But anyway, what Ferdinand Marcos did.
So where was Ferdinand?
Was he took the world's gold. I was explaining what is the world's gold. It's gold from King Solomon. It's gold that the conquistadors in Spain gathered up from the Aztec and Inca civilizations. It is gold that was gathered by General Yamashita between World War I and World War II. And what the banks did when they gathered up the gold, they issued certificates to the wealthy people who had the gold, and those certificates had interest that was payable in gold. And the interest has been compounding. What Ferdinand Marcos did was he put the gold in a trust for benefit of humanity. And he said that the trust would be for 50 years. The reason he did this, he was a lawyer and he knew that if somebody claims that they own something and they are not able to prove their claim for 50 years, that claim is extinguished. That's a legal concept called statute of limitations.
Yeah. Okay. He was one smart fellow.
These are the 350,000 documents used against me. Now, all of that, all the mines, all the banks of the world, 170 banks of the world. And I have the bill of lading. And these are all U.S. government exhibits. Just to show you the bill of lading, how much is
$240 million. Oh my goodness. Is it million? Billion?
Billion.
Billion?
Billion.
240 billion?
Only one shipment. And these are plenty.
I love her reaction when she said, billion? She couldn't breathe.
Shipments and then 5 sketches. When we started, it was $32 and then $35.
An ounce of gold. She's talking of gold.
Now it's 1,300, 400, 500, 600, 800, nag-iiba-iba.
Iba-iba.
Ounce yan.
How many kilos?
And we are sitting on gold.
But the most urgent reason I was looking forward to my coming to this hearing of the Philippine Senate is to seek your help, honorable senators, to help me implement the last will and testament of the late President Marcos to enlist assets in the hands of trustees, to implement the Marcos Humanitarian Foundation so that we can help the country in our economic crisis and help the Filipino people in their agony and suffering.
I'm not sure what that means. Is she saying that she wants to share Marcos's gold with the Filipinos?
The Marcoses, I will not name the spokesman. Sabi nila na they'll open everything and probably return yung nakita lang. Sabi nila na malaki ang deficit mo sa, maybe this year, ang projected deficit spending would be big, sabi niya, baka makatulong. Pero hindi ito malaki. But we are ready to open and bring back, sabi niya, pati yung IFU gold bars. Hindi ganun kalaki, it's not the Fort Knox. It's just IFU, but sabi nila, isauli nila, para walang ano. And the only reason really was, sabi nila, that the father was protecting the economy, and of course, the eventual kung maalis siya. But he was thought of regaining the Malacanang, and that is why ganito ang lumabas, parang naitago. I will accept the explanation. Whether or not it is true, wala na yan. And they are ready to return. How much they would give me an accounting. Trying to look for a guy not identified with anybody to handle the negotiation kung gusto nila. I'm looking at the former Chief Justice. Sila na lang mag-usap. Then another CPA and maybe a representative of all that is accepted, also by all. So that tatlong tao yan mag-usap sa kanila. And then they are ready. And I'm happy na we come with a clean breast. Make something that is really worthwhile for the Filipinos.
This last part was kind of useless to me because he was going from English to Tagalog, and even the English parts I couldn't really understand him very well. So if you could please summarize his message in this video for me in the comment section below, I would really appreciate it. So there you go. I thought it was very interesting. Honestly, I did not see the time. Well, the time flew by, okay, because it's a 13-minute video, but it was very, very interesting. I mean, if all of this is true, then first of all, I don't know how this Ferdinand Marcos managed to gather so much gold. I mean, they make it sound like he was like super smart and he kind of found a way, you know, to get all that gold because he was also a lawyer, you know. But obviously it sounds like the different banks are not ready to give that money because of legality, meaning that there is something fishy going on with this money, and that's why the wife of Ferdinand Marcos does not have access to all that money. You know what I mean? And I'm guessing not many people know the exact reasons as to why this is happening. And if it's true, if this money really does exist and belong to the Filipinos, and you know, one day it may return to the Philippines and help the country tremendously. But you know, the quote, with great power comes great responsibility, you know, and we know that money is power in the society that we live. So you need to know how to use that money, meaning that power, you know. It can corrupt a lot of people. If it's misused, then it can do more harm than good, you know. So you gotta be very, very careful with that. There you go. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on this video. Maraming salamat po. Thank you so much for joining me. As usual, you guys are the best. Take care of yourselves. Have a great day. Stay safe. And I will see you in the next one. Peace. Thank you for watching. Subscribe here and please like the video to show your support and appreciation for my work, and turn on the notification bell to be poked for future content. Yeah.